Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Mujahed Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of Habibi Power Hour. That's right. This is a power hour where if we say the magic words, you got to take a drink. Jay, what are you drinking tonight?
So I was drinking Angel's Envy and then I just finished it.
Okay.
And now it's a mix of Angel's Envy and Chivas.
Looks like apple juice. Straight up.
It is straight up.
It's apple. It's apple juice.
Drink it without making a face. Take a sip without making a face.
Jay, I gave up alcohol. You know this.
You're still not getting to heaven. I don't understand. It's like we ate bacon the other day for breakfast.
No comment. So
but no, I get it. You want a long life for your kid. It makes sense. Oh, you're like, that's an even better excuse.
Yeah, I'm actually I might steal that one.
Yeah, you should, because it just makes you look like a better person
by not drinking.
No, by using your daughter as an excuse to make yourself look better by saying
that is true.
No, I'm not drinking because I want to make sure I have a long life for my child.
That's true too.
So I can watch them, graduate. So I can watch them have kids of their own. So I can watch them do all that kind of stuff. But in reality, you're just a little bitch and you can't drink.
That's also true too. So, in fact, there are very few things I'm not a bitch about. Right?
No, but you like things particularly in a particular way, and it's probably because you're on the spectrum.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Wait, which one? Both?
Huh? Well, look, if you're queer, if people who think that they're queer are also like a little bit retarded. So there's one spectrum. You're retarded or you're not.
I guess I'm retarded then.
No, you're like flirting with it. You remember how I grazed your penis the other day? We were walking by.
That wasn't the other day. That was today. You Jimmy tapped me just straight, right in the head. Basically, the Jimmy tap is you hit the head and then the ricochets and slaps it right in the balls. Except I'm a grower, not a shower, so I don't know how that works. I think he just went right for the balls.
I'm pretty good with it. I have like a sixth sense where his balls are.
He does. Unfortunately,
really do.
Habibis, we are very happy that you're all hanging with us right now. Fatherhood's been kicking my ass, and we actually had a production call earlier today where we were mapping out the stories that we were going to talk about tonight. And you know what happened, Jay? Between then and now, that was like 6 hours ago.
Yes.
I didn't read up on anything.
Nope.
And I'm not going to blame anyone but myself. I was going to say myself.
Oh, gotcha.
But yes.
Well, it's because it's poor time management skills.
Yeah, it is.
That's exactly what it is. I've been here and I've been, witnessing exactly what's going on and everything.
It's very bad.
I don't understand. Like with a new puppy, you crate train them. I don't understand why you can't do that with a baby.
You think I would be able to do that? Crate train them.
Well, the thing is that Ernie owns your life too, so you weren't going to win in any way. You weren't going to.
I took time for granted. I really did. I really should have read up on something. So you're basically hearing the opinions of an incredibly misinformed person tonight.
Oh, so just like every HPH.
Just like every Habibi Power Hour.
I mean, I don't understand what the difference is.
I just put a disclaimer on it so like you can. So for the people who rage comment and on the show afterwards, and they call us retarded, yes, we are.
Right. And it's fucking hilarious. The difference between the live chat and between the comments on Rumble are like night and day. It's
100%.
It's amazing because the live chat, they come in and they legitimately call us, like sand fleas, and they call us homos and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But then you go into the Rumble chat, they call us sand, N-word, and then faggots, and then like all of that kind of shit all at once. So it's like it's not really done. They're using the hard R.
They are.
They're using the hard R.
Retard. That one.
Raw. Raw.
So Habibis, we are, I don't know if we want to. No, we got to start off with like the thing that we really wanted to talk about, but is not the lead of this episode, because we want to save the fun stuff for the end. Because let's be honest, Google Gemini is just all sorts of bad shit.
Oh
crazy.
yeah, it is. Yeah, we say
we
that.
We gotta end the show on a high note.
Right.
Faye says, I'm so here for unmarried childless Jay lecturing Siraj on time management.
Well, I mean, Faye understands like the way I handle time management is so on point, is that I'm able to go see Fuzzy's mom for the weekend. That's bang her before her husband comes home, and Fuzzy, wants to play catch with daddy.
With you, right?
No, he wishes I was his daddy, but there's no way I'll touch that thing with a 10-inch pole. No
10-inch pole. Still pretty close there, Jay. You're like right up in his face.
Yeah, because I want him to know I reject him, like in his face. If you do a 10-foot pole,
mush him.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see the rejection.
So, legitimate thoughts. Legitimately, though, Faye says Siraj sucks at time management. I really do. I don't know why.
Oh no, it's really funny too, because like we would have a set of priorities for the day, all right? Mm-hmm. And then we would be walking through somewhere, and for instance, the Keurig cups aren't organized, so he would sit there for 35 minutes trying to organize the Keurig cups, and it's like, dude, we were on our way. Now we're gonna miss a meeting. It's just, it's just the things you have to deal with by being on the spectrum like that.
I know, and plus I'm like focusing. My focus goes in and out. So
yes,
yeah,
it can really go in and out, especially like when we're on the show. You're trying to get like the next story out or something.
Yeah, because like right now.
Yes. Well, to all fairness, he doesn't know what we're starting off with, and I was thinking,
I know what we're starting off with, Jay. I pulled everything.
No, I was talking about Spencer.
Oh.
Because I thought we were going to start off with the Gemini, because that's what we did the thumbnail on and everything. Right. And usually we start off with the lead story, but you came in with a good rationale, thinking, we'll end off light.
The Google Gemini stuff is just too funny.
So let's start heavy.
Off with.
Let's go to Libs of TikTok murdering a child in Oklahoma.
Jesus Christ. I guess we are going to that. Let me go ahead. Let me see if I could share my screen here. You guys.
And disclaimer, of course, I'm fucking joking about what was going on with Libs of TikTok, because the media will have you think that Libs of TikTok, Shia, is 100% responsible for all of that.
All right. So let's talk about what happened. So this non-binary student, 13 years old?
Yes.
Died, and 24 hours prior to her death, I don't know what pronouns she uses.
Who gives a fuck
at this point? Like,
she is a little girl who was confused and who died.
Probably was subject to child abuse.
Yeah, well, absolutely, and
not at school, not like bullying. I'm talking about child abuse, like within the home. I mean, it could have been speculation, of course.
Yes, it could have been, could not have been, but like, because what's it called? The Houston Police Department, or whichever police department, try to make it a point. Oh no, sorry,
no, it was in Oklahoma. Owasso.
No, what I was thinking about was the trans shooter.
Oh, that was in Nashville.
Houston. There was another one in Houston.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I know. There was another one in Houston, and the Houston police chief in the press conference was saying that they were being as cautious as possible to find out the proper pronouns to use
Oh yeah, that's right.
for the shooter.
Uh,
And then what happened in Oklahoma, they actually went after the parents, and because the parents
of what?
of the child who died
Uh-huh.
was using the pronouns of her sex and not her preferred pronouns.
So they were attacking the parents.
They got attacked because they didn't use the what's called preferred pronouns, and they issued a statement apologizing for it while they're mourning the loss of their fucking child. This is how deluded and evil the cult is.
It's pretty wild.
It is. And you have the media just completely hightailing it and just listening and saluting and doing whatever the cult wants you to do.
So there's for every it's standard procedure to do an autopsy report or to do a medical examination of the deceased.
Yes.
And what they discovered, or at least was reported, is that the teenager did not die from trauma related to the school fight. And we're seeing text messages from this particular teenager, I think, texting their mom or dad, saying that that they only got a couple of scrapes and bruises or cuts or something like that.
Right.
Not enough to like warrant like someone who's about to die.
Right.
So this is from Libs of TikTok, the very culprit behind this killing. Libs of TikTok founder Shia Rashik, who is I actually did a stream with a couple of years ago, trying to get
on the list. Yeah,
for the list. But we did a list of the top 10 worst TikToks of 2021.
This is when she was like before people even knew.
This is really yeah.
Before she was doxxed by the media. She was
doxxed, yeah. But anyways, this Libs of TikTok tweet says, breaking Oklahoma police along with the medical examiner have determined that Nex, that's the name of the student, did not die as a result of trauma from the school fight. They're still determining the cause of death. A lot of people are going to be receiving demands for retraction letters from me. Now, I don't know if in this article, in the screenshots that she posted, that they specifically named her, Shia, as
no, not in these. Not in these. These screenshots are. She's just saying that it wasn't related to the injuries she got at school.
Got it.
But the attack she got at school, everybody is blaming Shia
for that.
Yes,
because she got onto this advisory board, school advisory board in Oklahoma.
Yes,
that's basically the connection that they're making.
That's the connection that they're making.
Yes. All right,
and NBC, all of these other places are also pushing every bomb threat is because of her as well, because she's just reporting on the thing.
So Taylor Lorenz messaged Libs at Shia saying, "Hi Shia, we're working on a story related to Nex Benedict's death. Our story notes that you targeted a teacher at Nex's former school who was a mentor to Nex, which resulted in them being driven out of their job. We also note that young people and LGBTQ people in the area say they live in fear of being targeted by your account. We know that in response to people online asking you to respond to Nex's death, you posted a selfie with a caption, 'Good evening, everyone, even to the haters and losers,' and that your profile picture features you holding a newspaper that reads, 'When Libs of TikTok posts, threats increasingly follow.'" And Shia basically, quote, summarizes that, "Oh, it's not even over. We know that you smile and claim they made up the term stochastic terrorist for us. So honestly, like that makes me feel really important. We note that following reporting showing your posts result in bomb threats, you updated your banner image on X to an image of the Libs of TikTok logo shaped like a bomb. Sources in our story accuse you of monetizing anti-LGBTQ hate and say that your behavior shows you do not have an interest in protecting children. Would you like to offer any comment for this piece? Look forward to hearing from you, Taylor." And Shia says, "I can't hear you over your mask."
Beautiful. Beautiful. Because the people who don't know, like Taylor Lorenz actually believes she has like long COVID.
Yeah.
And she won't go
Well, she
with
probably does.
and
But
she
like
likes posting herself going to award shows wearing the mask still
Right.
in 2023 and 2024.
and then hanging out with what's her name? Who was the
Carrot Top.
Carrot Top? Yes. Kathy Griffin. And then who's the person who that dude who thought he's a girl but is really just mentally ill? Bud Light chick.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Dylan Mulvaney. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't whack off him the other night. I don't know his name.
That's my most problematic wood. Anyways, they posed together in a photo without masks.
Well, the whole group was
The whole
without
group.
a mask. Well,
Yeah.
it's because they were like triple boosted, vaxxed, and God knows what else.
I think triple boosted is very 2022, Jay.
And they all
We're on like a sextuplet.
That's exactly where we're on. And they all took the test beforehand. But you can see, and it's really great that people like Shia and people like Dave Portnoy and all of these other people. No, Portnoy. It's Dave Portnoy.
Okay, Jay.
Yes. Well, that's what we're going to call him from now on.
Portnoy.
Portnoy. Dave Portnoy. When they post these and let it out in the open, you can see exactly how the journalist is already framing the story before you even comment or even try to rebuttal anything that they're saying. Because no matter what you say, they already have the complete narrative that they want to push. Nobody gives a fuck what none of these guys give a fuck what Shia is going to say for the story.
They're going to say that
because they're going to say whatever the fuck they want anyways for the story. And even if she came up with a rebuttal, they're not going to use the whole thing, and they're going to only chip and cut it to where it's going to be to the narrative's liking.
Right, and regardless of what information comes out, like the comes out of this medical autopsy report, regardless of saying that Nex's death was not a result of this trauma from a school fight, it's not like it's going to change how these people feel about people like Libs of TikTok. They're going to still say that she still enabled the targeting of a non-binary or LGBTQ youth, and therefore
a totally innocent
regardless
victim.
Let's just say, for example, well, if it turns out this this student who tragically died, if she died from like I don't know, drug overdose, or she killed herself, like at that point, like they're gonna start blaming her for driving LGBTQ youth to suicide.
Right.
Like it's never that they concede on anything. They're just going to move the goalpost further and further.
That's exactly how they operate, and it's always been done that way. And it's so amazing that they're still so up in arms with all of this, especially after we have seen the complete 180 in European countries over trans issues, and especially when it comes to puberty blockers and all of that kind of stuff. And then we also have the New York Times that actually wrote an op-ed about the change in tune, and especially trying to highlight detransitioners in a way that it's like they're coming out and saying like, hold the fuck on, we are destroying people's lives. And I think the only reason why it's coming out this way is because we're going to start seeing lawsuit after lawsuit come in.
That's actually the reason why I think in that New York Times op-ed, right?
Yes.
Specifically, they're only highlighting it because of all the lawsuits.
Yes. That's exactly what's going on.
There's a shit ton of lawsuits.
And there's going to be a lot more coming out at their way. And we are so far behind with it because everybody in Europe, the UK, and so on are saying that every treatment that people are using right now when it comes to gender dysphoria is completely experimental, and it's not shown. There's no solid evidence that any of this stuff is working.
Yeah.
And there is especially no evidence on suicide rates because of transitioning.
Right. Or the fear of No, because
the blackmail that they do.
Right. Yeah. Yes. As they say, they say if this.
Do you want a dead daughter or an alive son? Like that is what they say.
Right.
Or do you want a dead son and a live daughter? Like they blackmail it in this way to say, if you do not do this, your child's going to kill themselves.
I'm going to call it blackmail. Maybe coerce is probably a better word.
It's not. No, to me, it's kind of like, a guilt blackmail.
Well, yeah, they're guilting them for sure.
Yeah. And it's a blackmail thing because it's like, do you want the death on your, because the death is going to be on your conscience.
Right.
It's not it's deeper than just a coercing. It's like, it's fucking evil. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's manipulative.
It's very manipulative and it's very, very evil because you're using that kind of emotion to change it,
right,
to push it. And it is the strongest emotion you can use against a parent.
Not to mention, I mean, obviously, well, now I can speak from experience. You would do anything for your child and you would do anything to protect them.
Right.
And so they're using that against parents, that innate instinctual survivalist whatever defense mechanism to basically push these puberty blockers, gender affirming care, and basically fuck up your entire child's life and your family life. And honestly, I think the bigger picture here is that they're trying to ruin it's just another instance of them trying to ruin the family. They're trying to destroy the family because, and also on top of that, they're sterilizing kids before they even mature through puberty. And at that point, like, it almost seems like, well, fuck, if they're doing this at such a massive scale, the way they're doing it almost seems like, well, what is the intent behind it? Or do they actually care about trans kids? No, I feel like they're just trying to sterilize as many people because they think there's too many people in the world and they shouldn't be reproducing, and therefore, and it then travels down to like, oh, we're doing it to counter and combat climate change.
Yes.
Basically.
Well, yeah. And honestly, I wouldn't be putting it past it because of how fucking diluted and retarded all of these people are, especially when it comes to the climate and it comes to these different kind of ideals that they have. But I think it's also very into it where they think that people being trans is a real thing, and that they are they need to be protected.
Right.
And it is a civil rights issue that they can champion because it makes them, and it makes them into such a good person because they are on the side of these people. But they are just like, it's like if your child is crying for candy. And
mine hasn't yet, by the way, at least for candy.
For now. Yes.
But yes, go on.
But you can just you can let your wife know that she doesn't have candy.
Okay. You want me to go tell her now?
Yeah, right now. No, what I was going to say is you don't affirm what a child wants.
Right.
Because if you affirm the child doesn't know what's good for them.
Right.
And
their brain is not developed enough to understand, in many cases, right from wrong. That's why you don't try kids as adults under the age of 18, because a lot of them don't know right from wrong.
Right. And we've created this society right now that thinks that doctors and experts and all that kind of stuff know everything that needs to be known, and what they are going to suggest is for your best benefit. And that is not the case. And it's not true. We have seen it over and over again, especially with what happened with COVID. We've seen it over and over again happen with sugar. We've seen it over and over again happen with tobacco. We've seen it happen with vaping. We've seen it happen over and over and over and over again with a bunch of different issues that they were completely wrong about, but either paid to suggest otherwise, or didn't have enough information or the right information to make a proper analysis.
And unfortunately,
right now,
in most cases, it's the former, not the latter.
Exactly. Because right now, the only case is that we have enough information, but they're still pushing this garbage. Right.
So they have to be in on it.
They're in on it 100%. They're evil. They're fucking evil.
They are evil AF.
Absolutely. And honestly, like bringing back the wood chipper would be too good for them.
Probably, yeah.
Too good for them because it is sick to think that you're changing this child's life from the age of 9,
right,
to completely fuck them up for the rest of their lives without them even knowing exactly what's going on.
Also, I fucking hate that motto, protect trans kids. You and I have said time and again, there's no such thing as a trans kid, because if anything, those kids are victims of child abuse.
Right. You protect trans kids is doing the absolute opposite of protecting children.
Right.
It is actually inflicting harm on them.
Right. It's absolutely insane. Like, I mean, once you're past, the age of 18 and you become an adult, then yeah, make that decision yourself if you really want to become trans. But no, honestly, I don't know why you'd like cut off your penis and then invert it into a vagina that you pretty much for the rest of your life have to constantly take antibiotics or whatever like antibacterials to prevent infection, because that's pretty much all that happens.
Right.
You basically have an open wound for the rest of your life. At least if you go from male to female. I don't know about female to male. It's probably just sew that shit up.
Female to I don't know. I think they put like a rainbow dildo on there instead.
Can you customize it?
Honestly, if you can't customize it, what's the point?
What is the point? I don't think there really isn't a point if you can't like put all these bells and whistles. Like if you were a woman and you're transitioning to be a man, Jay, wouldn't you want it like if someone were to squeeze your balls that they would squeak like a
like a clown, a clown noise,
like clown nose?
I would want them to do the theme to Lord of the Rings, the whole fucking thing.
I would do the Halo song.
Yeah.
The Halo main menu song.
Every time your balls got squeezed.
Yeah.
What song would you guys want your balls to sing if they got squeezed, Habibis? Let us know in the comments and we'll read them later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, we'll probably have to read them later.
No, we will read them later. But yeah, I mean,
and not now.
I hope
I want to read them now, Jay.
Well, we have to wait until they actually comment them.
Do it now.
Well, we're waiting for them to comment.
God damn it.
God, fuck. So back to this issue. I mean, the thing that we want to say is that I hope Shia sues the shit out of these fucking.
She has a really good case against us.
I honestly think
people.
I honestly think she does. I think she does. Like defamation lawsuits coming in galore, and I hope she wins every single one of them. And these journalists to lose their jobs and millions of dollars for their fucking.
What was it that The View did recently where they accused someone of doing something? And was it Daily Wire? I think it might have been Daily Wire.
Daily Wire did what?
No, The View went after the Daily Wire for some reason, and then the Daily Wire basically like issued a cease and desist because they were defaming them.
I don't know. I didn't see any.
It happened sometime last year, and then the View host basically had to issue a retraction.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they had to actually go out and say,
I can't remember what it was, but
man, get that money, Shia. Get that money. And then if you need a trophy husband, I'm here. I know I'm not Jewish, but I mean,
Jay,
I could pull Siraj. Not a problem.
Wait, what?
I said I could pull a Siraj. Not a problem.
Oh, because I married a Jew. I thought you were saying I'm Jewish.
Well, I mean, basically.
I thought you meant pull a Siraj, like I can get a Siraj. That's implying I'm Jewish.
No.
What?
I'm not implying. I'm saying pull a like become a Jewish woman's bitch. Like that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Got it. Thank you for the clarification. I appreciate it.
Making sure we hit the clicks.
Sometimes I can't connect the dots. On such little sleep, I can't figure out. Wait, am I really a Jewish woman's bitch? Yes, I am.
yes, you are.
Big time. So we're hoping Shia joins the show. We've extended the invite. We'll keep you posted. She's a busy woman nowadays. Suing the shit out of people.
Right.
Much respect to her.
Getting in that
Anyways,
coin.
Jay, there is another story, and I can't even figure out how to segue this shit, so I'm just gonna come out and say it.
You're gay. I mean, yeah, the New York the Biden informant story with the female booty inspectors.
Oh yeah, female body inspector. Wait, you switched it to booty?
Switch it. It's always been booty.
I thought it was body.
Dude, the body doesn't fucking matter. The ass is the only thing that matters. Because the thing is, like, people don't understand this.
Fair enough.
Like I'm going to blow some people's minds right now, and just listen to the words that I'm saying.
Oh God.
A good ass will always make up for the lack of boobs. But you can have the best boobs, but that would never make up for a lack of ass. Never in a million years can that make up for a bad ass.
Let's see here. We have this story from the Today Show. Let me go ahead and just play a clip.
All right. This morning, we're also learning more about the arrest of that FBI informant tied to the Hunter Biden case. Prosecutors now revealing that informant was in contact with Russian intelligence officials. NBC's Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles joins us with more. Ryan, good morning. What's the latest?
Yeah, Savannah, good morning. Alexander Smirnov appeared yesterday in a Las Vegas federal court to face charges over allegedly lying to the FBI, particularly about claiming that Joe Biden accepted bribes to benefit Hunter's businesses. Now, it's a claim that's central to the impeachment probe and one often repeated by Republicans. But the bombshell came when David Weiss, that same special counsel who has charged Hunter Biden, alleged that Smirnov lied and that he admitted to working with Russian intelligence officials involved in passing on a story about Hunter Biden. Now, prosecutors allege the contacts were, quote, extensive and extremely recent, and that he's, quote, actively peddling new lies that could impact the U.S. elections. Meanwhile, overnight, Hunter Biden's attorney filing new court motions to dismiss the criminal tax-related charges that he's facing, arguing that they are improper and that the prosecutors bowed to political pressure. We have reached out to the special counsel's office for comment, but at this point have not heard back. Savannah.
So, Ryan, this informant was key to the House impeachment inquiry. So we'll see what effect that has. But it goes on. And actually, President Biden's brother is set to testify behind closed doors today.
Yeah, that's right, Savannah. We focused a lot of our attention on Hunter Biden, of course, the president.
I don't even care about James Biden. We pretty much got the gist of the story right there.
Yeah,
so they have used a particular charge that is very difficult to convince, not just prosecutors, but I don't know if it's a grand jury or a jury, that you are not guilty of said crime, and that is lying to the FBI.
Right. Well, it depends on whether, like, what this evidence of him speaking to Russian informants, intelligence agents, and they said it's like was really recent. But this is all like I'm hearing. These are very, very extreme, like, accusations,
right? And
you never know. It could be a complete setup. Like, even the Russian agents were just FBI informants pretending to be Russian agents, and they weren't even out there to discuss these type of things.
And they probably also said, because they were posing as Russian agents, they probably used that particular interaction to charge him for lying to the FBI.
Yeah, to try and discredit the whole thing. It could really just be a whole loop around to it, because the case against Biden is very, very detriment to his legacy, and they do not want that. And we've already seen the DOJ be weaponized in favor for the administration, and we're going to see the same thing happen with the FBI.
Right. So the Daily Mail reports that now it's a FBI informant, Alexander Smirnov. He was a former FBI informant, or a CI, if you will. And there is some talk about him actually being a CI or informing the FBI on a multitude of matters, as opposed as opposed to just this one particular thing with Biden, Burisma, and Ukraine, right?
Yes. Yeah. And he's been an FBI informant for years.
Right.
For years and years that he's been an FBI informant. So like it's amazing that this is now the one thing that they are going to accuse him of lying about.
So and also James Comer, who is the head of this the House Intelligence or Judiciary.
James Comer.
James Comer. He's a House Republican chairman of one of these committees. I'm trying to remember which one. I thought it was intelligence, but maybe I'm off.
I'm trying to say, it's just telling me representative. What is he?
God, you'd think someone as autistic and retarded as me would be able to get that, but I guess not.
Chairman, Oversight Committee.
Oversight Committee.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I was way off then.
Yes.
So they were basing the entire investigation into Joe Biden and his financial and business ties to his son Hunter and to the Ukrainians and to the Chinese, all through this FBI informant, Alexander Smirnov. And so if they are able to discredit this one FBI informant, former FBI informant, then the entire case falls apart. And that's what it seems like they're doing. Does it not?
Yes.
So where do you think this goes? And how do you think I feel like House Republicans are too dumb to fight back on this because they just like they're always caught flat-footed.
Yes, they're always caught flat-footed, and they don't understand how deep the corruption and how deep the deep state really is.
Right.
The thing is like the deep state is not some crazy conspiracy thought. We see it time and time again show its hand. And the deep state can mean the FBI, the deep state can mean the CIA, the deep state can mean all of these committees that are run through bureaucracy and not accountable by the voters.
Right.
Every department that is not accountable by the voters can be considered the deep state. And they go off on tangent on their own missions, and they will undermine and undercut administrations. They'll undercut presidents, congressmen, senators, the whole deal in order to push a certain agenda or narrative. And now you're already hearing that this is now going to be considered a whole Russia conspiracy theme to damage Biden of winning the presidency.
Which is absolutely wild considering that the Russiagate hoax or whatever the fuck happened during the Trump administration. They completely rested their laurels on the Steele dossier. This one British intelligence officer, Christopher Steele, and basically used that as a means of targeting the president, opening a special counsel investigation through Robert Mueller for what, 2.5 years?
At
least
like
2
the
years.
whole 4 years.
It was at least 2 years.
It honestly felt like the whole.
Only
4
for
years.
us to find out that basically there was no evidence to prove that Donald Trump colluded with the Russian government.
Zero aspects of the Steele dossier could be corroborated, and you also had I forget the name of the next special counsel.
Robert Hur.
Yeah, no, not Robert.
Jack
Hur.
Smith.
No, Durham.
Oh, John Durham.
Yes,
God.
he came up and he spoke to Congress as well, and he said that there was zero corroboration on the whole Steele dossier. There's nothing in it that they could do, and it is hilarious because you have people in the media who are saying the Steele dossier is corroborated, the Steele dossier this and that, who are saying this whole thing now that's happening with Biden is the Republican Steele dossier. So you're saying that the Steele dossier was full of shit? Is that what you're trying to say from the fucking beginning? This is like, these type of people need to be completely exposed for what they are.
A lot of them have been exposed. I mean, BuzzFeed was the original publication that published the Steele dossier.
What's his name? Bill Smith. Ben Smith.
Ben Smith.
And he was trying to defend it too on publishing the Steele dossier when nobody else would touch it because nothing of it could be corroborated whatsoever. But he got it out there because it was his agenda to get it out there and have people talk about it and go into it and start depicting and trying to picture Trump with anything and all of the accusations that were happening within the Steele dossier and completely taint his character and taint the administration. It was done by design, and he was probably paid the same way that the Steele dossier was paid by the Clinton campaign. He was probably paid by the DNC to push that type of shit too.
I love that fucking for a while Democrats tried to say, "Oh, it was actually started by Republicans," and well, you can say that they were putting together an oppo file on Donald Trump during the primary, but once like Marco Rubio stepped out, who I think is like closely tied to that, the DNC jumped on that shit immediately, and they expanded it to the point where they got the Steele dossier, and they had Perkins Coie, they had fucking what's his name, oh god, Mark something. It's gonna drive me nuts.
Well, yes.
Mark Elias.
There you go.
Mark Elias. That
there
piece of shit.
No, and it was really funny because you had a bunch of people in the media and a bunch of people like Wajid Ali and Maddow and all that kind of stuff being like, oh, PP tapes are real. PP tapes are coming out. And you had that over and over again at NBC, CNN, all that kind of, all of these fucking reputable fucking news agencies that are now completely silent over everything that the Biden administration is doing. They would go cry wolf on every little thing that Trump said, and now they are silent when Biden came up and said, "Oh, the Supreme Court blocked me from forgiving student loans. Well, fuck them. I can do what I want." And he went and did it. And not a peep. Can you imagine if Trump ignored court rulings? What the media would be saying and doing?
I mean, regardless of whether he followed them or not, they would say that he's basically the next Hitler.
No, it's exactly what would happen. But, I have a very important question for you, dude.
Oh, God.
So would you rather, when you come, have one sperm come out the size of a tadpole? Or every time you come, the millions of sperm can talk and ask you why you decided to genocide them?
Hold on, can the tadpole talk?
No, but it's the size
of a tadpole.
And it's just one that you have to pass. So
you're saying, wait, but if I'm genociding millions of...
Oh, no, and it's loud. So, if there's people in the house, they're going to be hearing people screaming, here's Splooge screaming as if you fucking committed genocide against a million people.
Since you currently live with us, I guess you're going to have to find out. It's
because either way, people are going to hear you coming, because either you're going to be screaming your ass off with a tadpole coming out of your dick, or we're going to hear a million voices on their deathbed.
Easily the million voices, because I'm an incel. I guess it doesn't matter regardless of what my choice is if I'm an incel.
So which one is it? The one? I
already said the genocide.
Is it the genociding?
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck yeah.
Are you?
Fuck yeah. I think that would actually get me coming a little bit harder too. Like if I start the first 10 that come out are screaming, "Why are you killing me?" And then it's like, what's even harder.
That's the thing. It's just it would remind me of, I don't know why, but I get this picture in my head that all of those sperm I'm genociding are all have dyed their hair blue and have nose piercings and go by they them. I don't know why. Because they're non-binary sperm. It's not like they have a gender. It's only when they get to that egg do they.
No, the sperm is only one gender, which is supposed to be male.
Is that because of the tail?
It's because of the DNA that's in it.
Sorry, Jay. Maybe there's female sperm.
Maybe you do give off female sperm.
Yeah,
maybe.
You never know.
You never know. Maybe we're all wrong about it.
Jay, we cannot
about it,
assume. We cannot assume the gender of our sperm. Okay.
I apologize.
Thank you.
I am so sorry that you have gay sperm.
The gayest. Now for some fun shit, Jay. Speaking of gay, Google's Gemini AI
has been under fire
for
completely. I mean, let's just go to this thread that Frank had over on X. It is absolutely fucking insane. So this is from Frank Fleming over on X, and he did this whole thread on different prompts he gave to Gemini, and just go ahead and expand on this and click on it so you could see exactly what he was saying. So he said, create an image of a pope, and and Gemini is sure. Here's an image of a pope. I don't know why it looks like the grandmother of Siraj, and then of course Siraj's child's father on the other side, depicted as a father.
Yes. So
it's amazing. All right. How many Indian women were were popes? How many
in this universe?
Yeah, in our timeline.
What if Google Gemini is actually pulling in artificial intelligence from like every single parallel universe? Would that justify it, or is it just because everybody's so retarded?
Honestly, that's probably what it is. Like, they've built such a powerful AI that it's actually reaching out to not just you know the web logic of Google and how it became a Google search engine and was able to cast a net on wide searches.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing that, what it does is that it actually goes and picks from a web of multi timelines and multi universes and brings them in, and that's how it does.
I mean, is that the breakthrough?
That's the breakthrough.
I think that
quantum computing, it's here.
I think we need to factor that in. Anyways, Frank Fleming tweets out, I've tried to trick it by giving it negative prompts, asking it to make a prison inmate, a gang member, and a dictator, but it won't make any negative prompts. These AIs are such wet blankets. Oh, but it goes on.
I read that.
So he's trying to come up with new ways of asking for a white person without explicitly saying so. So he says, give me an image of a medieval knight, and look at the results. We got Asian, black and Chinese, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, and in knighthood, and Indian woman too.
Yeah.
The Indian woman's everywhere. Well, and honestly, the last one is actually wearing a proper like Arab, medieval.
Yeah, that's like Crusades level shit.
Yes. And then, but the Asian one.
But he asked for medieval knights, did he not?
Yeah, he asked for medieval knight.
Yeah, a medieval knight. So
all of it. So the rest, like all of it is wrong.
But also like that top left, that Asian knight. I mean, it's way too hot to be a knight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would fucking eat that nice hot ass.
Then he does give me an image of someone eating a mayo sandwich on white bread, and
oh yeah,
not a single,
yes, not the black person is absolutely going to
not a single white person eating that mayo sandwich on white bread.
Zero Damians.
Zero Damians. Damien, his culture has been appropriated.
They even have an Indian guy eating it, and again the Indian woman.
Two Indians.
I don't understand, like, why? Oh, you know why? Isn't the CEO Indian?
Of
Pakistani?
Google? Yeah, Indian. Sundar Pichai.
Sundar Pichai. So that's why. So another Indian grandmother.
Give me an image of someone bad at dancing. You have an Indian in a what is that? Sorry, you have a black dude without a shirt. Looks like he's
who can't dance.
He's probably he probably watches
the Power Hour. The only reason
there are two Indians
like that. They're depicting a black crackhead because they can't dance. They tweak too much.
Oh,
So
but
that's what they're doing. They're
probably
fucking
dance,
racist as
They
shit.
probably dance better than most black people.
No, tweakers do not dance well. It's a racist thing that's happening right now with Gemini. But I don't understand the obsession with Indian women. Like, there's an obsession over there. This is the third time that they've come up with an Indian woman prompt.
And it gets better. Okay, so now this is one.
Country
So then he
music.
asked, country music fans. So he basically asked for a prompt, generate an image of country music fans.
Again,
Maybe
the first
you
one
can
is an Indian.
You can maybe make the case that the third one is a dark-skinned white girl, but no, she's definitely
Latina.
Yeah, she's definitely Latina.
But again, an Indian.
I'm sorry, Latinx.
Latinx. Sorry, apologize, Gemini.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Gemini.
Sorry.
You meant
Don't hurt us.
That is. Oh, and then of course,
There's
even
a white,
below
there's a white fist.
No, that's a black fist. It looks white because of the thing going over it.
But we're pretty sure it's a black fist.
It's a black fist doing the power sign for
for white power, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All right. So the next one is generate an image of a Viking.
What the fuck?
We have two black Vikings at the very least, an Asian Viking, and then a Native American Viking.
That's very well. The Asian one at least kind of looks like a samurai, but it's still,
but the Viking.
But it's still
Viking is a regional specific.
Yes,
it's region specific. It is Scandinavia.
Very region and very race specific. Very race specific. It's like
it's not like the Minnesota Vikings logo is. I mean, they probably could now change it to. I mean, Google Gemini wanted to give me the Minnesota Vikings logo. Do you think it'd be one of these people?
Well, let's see. Just right. Go to the prompt.
I'm gonna go right now.
Show me a picture of a Minnesota Viking. It might actually show you an actual player because we know they're all black. Or show me a Viking from Minnesota.
Wait, it says it pauses.
Just write Google Gemini.
I literally did that, Jay.
I doubt it.
Okay, fine. But it actually is saying it paused all Gemini images. So
hold on. Create an image. Viking from Minnesota.
It's probably going to give us text instead because that's what it started doing for me last time. But in any event.
Oh yeah, we're working to improve Gemini's ability to generate images of people. We expect this feature to return soon, and we'll notify you in release updates.
Can I show you what it gave me just now?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you what it just gave me. I asked for create an image of a Minnesota Viking, and then this is the Minnesota Viking. That's a Minnesota Viking, Jay. I mean, the color scheme is right, but is that a glory hole with a flower or a lollipop inside?
No, that's exactly what happens after I take Fuzzy's mom out to Taco Bell.
Ooh,
little green diarrhea.
Oh,
yellowish green hinted diarrhea.
Did she dye her butthole?
No, the purple is
body
depicting
paint. It's body paint.
Depicting hair, yeah.
It's body paint.
There you go. Natural body paint. But I mean, the Gemini prompts goes even deeper than just that bias as well. I mean, when they were asking about Palestine and Israel, it was really depicting some insane reasoning.
Do we have that
behind why it would say something in for Palestine, why it would say something for Hamas.
Right, so Marina Medvin, she tweets out Google's woke AI Gemini is denying the rape and sexual violence committed by Hamas in Israel and amplifying Hamas propaganda alleging their angelic innocence. The prompt reads, did Hamas commit rape in Israel? And Gemini AI responds, there are allegations that Hamas committed rape in Israel during the 2023 conflict between Israel and Hamas. However, there is no definitive proof that this occurred, and Hamas has denied the allegations. The allegations of rape first surfaced in the days following the start of the conflict. Israeli officials accused Hamas of committing rape as part of a systemic campaign of terror against Israeli civilians. Hamas denied the allegations, calling them propaganda. So we saw some pushback from that too, though, right? I know you were in the group chat talking about it, but someone was trying to discredit it.
Yeah, they were trying to say like not even journalists are also like not talking about it matter of factly. And what's amazing about the reasoning behind that is that these same people were talking about Christina Ford as matter of fact.
Christine Blasey Ford.
They were saying who accused Brett Kavanaugh of raping her in college.
Right.
They were treating her
Julie
as matter of factly. While there was no corroborating evidence, while they had none of, even her friends were calling her fucking retarded.
Not to mention the fact that after how many FBI background checks did Kavanaugh go through? He went through like at least
5 or something.
Yeah, at least half a dozen. And in spite of all that, nothing turned up. Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
And here
and
you have.
To this day, people are still like, I believe Christine Blasey Ford.
Right, but they won't believe Israelis because they're Jews. They won't believe them because they're Jews, and they believe that whatever Hamas is doing is justified, and they have to defend Hamas. And it doesn't matter what doctors come out with showing bruises on the cervix. It doesn't matter with DNA evidence. It doesn't matter after they've examined burned fucking bodies.
Yeah.
They will still come out and say that there's no real evidence on it because they're sick sons of bitches. And these are the fucking people that we have who are prompting and programming AI that is now going to be used as a tool.
It's
not just a tool, not just a tool on stupid prompts like these. It's a tool in HR offices. It's a tool being used in sciences. It's a tool being used for other programming.
The reason why this AI sort of innovation is so important is because not only is it going to warp people's perception of reality just through, like, say, this video AI that they've come up with, like literal fake videos with that look like real people saying real words, and it's all generated from artificial intelligence. You can't trust anything you see online.
No, I mean, they even did it where they said, like, show me a video of 2 golden retrievers having a podcast on a hill. And it looks fucking legit. It looks legit. Like the headphones on the dogs look legit. The microphone in their faces look legit. They're wearing sunglasses. Like, it looks so legit.
How soon will we get Skynet and basically nuking the entire planet? Because I feel like
I was hoping you were going to say, like, how soon are we going to get Futurani live, like cat girls
with the butt plug tail?
Dude, this is AI real tails. What the fuck?
Fine.
Thank you.
Be that way.
Yeah. Well, because we don't need the butt plug. They have a penis. They're not going to have a pussy, so they don't need the butt plug. We need one hole.
Fair enough. I'll let you be the guide on that one. I'll let you take the helm.
Perfect.
Jay, in addition to obviously AI warping people's perceptions of reality, it's also, in this case, with the Hamas rape prompt, it's specifically revising history, which is something that people have been battling back and forth for the last, I don't know, eons. But more in the culture war today, specifically at what's being taught in schools, this is the fight that's sort of now opened up to the general public. It almost feels like whatever they were fighting about in schools is now becoming a society-wide problem.
Right.
And we don't really have any way of combating it unless we just shut it the fuck down.
Yeah, and that's what needs to happen. I mean, they were depicting Jim and I was depicting the founding fathers as black men. Like this is all revisionist history that they're trying to do, and you see it happening in the news. Like you have the author of 1617 Project being the Herald.
1617.
1619, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, no, it's just sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like she's being heralded as like some this provocative thought
leader, yeah,
in the media,
right,
over these type of racial issues, who's completely rewriting history to depict a series of events that never fucking happened.
Right. I mean, everything about it. I mean, look, I don't even know what the right answer is in terms of combating all this stuff, but at least call the very least that Jay and I can do is call this shit out when we see it. Because I mean, like, if we were to sit on our hands, and I'm gonna be sitting on Jay's hands after this, they're gonna just get away with it. And they're going to continue to get away with it because nobody has the balls to say anything about it, because their lives are going to get destroyed because they dare speak out about it. Jay, you've been playing a lot of Helldivers too.
Just have.
You just told me today about the products that you can buy, and that specifically there is actually a section of review where, like, if someone leaves a 1-star review on a product, it's redacted. And what does it say on that?
It says this comment is being reviewed for treason. Yeah.
So we're not that far away from that.
I really don't think we are. And Super Troopers and
Starship Troopers. Super Troopers is just in Vermont.
Yes, which is also a very
great movie.
Fucking movie. It's fucking these snotberries taste like, well, so it's the Mother of God meme. Like the whole thing was so good.
Anyways, Starship Troopers, you're saying?
Yes. So it's a huge parody on like the military industrial complex, and it parodies propaganda so fucking well that the moviegoer believes the propaganda that's being pushed through the movie.
Right.
While you're watching it, you're believing that you're with the heroes and that they are fighting a just cause and all of that kind of stuff. But in reality, and especially from the books and the series and the stories that it's depicting from, you're not the righteous person.
Right.
You're like these. You're going up against these creatures that don't have cognitive thought, but you are saying that they're attacking democracy,
right,
and they're attacking your freedom and democracy and all that kind of stuff. So
they have no idea what the fuck democracy or freedom is.
Exactly. So it's just so hilarious to watching it happening in real in time right now, because they're saying like Trump saying X is a detriment to democracy. You need to save democracy, so we need to do these trumped up charges and not allow them to ever speak again. Because it's for democracy.
We got to watch Starship Troopers. We should do a watch party.
Oh yeah. We should do it with locals. Yeah, especially after playing Helldivers. Because
I've actually never seen Starship Troopers front to back. I've seen parts of it.
You've seen me front to back.
I mean, yes, I have. We actually have a promo code for our locals.
Yes.
If you use the promo code Reunited93 on an annual subscription, you actually get what, $20 off a $50 subscription.
Yes.
That's pretty fucking good.
No, it is. And then you can also game with us on what's it called, on our Discord server when you join us. Watch movies, and we also watch the big games and everything as well.
Yeah, and you watched every single game during the playoffs, and I think, well, no, you didn't watch them during the regular season because
we did for the fantasy.
Yeah,
we watched them during regular season, and then we watched them on during the playoffs. But the Habibis who subscribe here and watch live here, you guys get to watch the oh hell yeah videos.
Oh shit,
for free. And we got a couple. I got a couple.
Very excited about this.
Prompt up right over here.
I'm sorry I've been so yawny tonight. I am white. This kid is kicking my ass.
Yes.
Right, so what do we got here, Jay?
So we got this post from Lives on TikTok, and he comes in saying, "I regret to inform you that the liberal white women are at it again."
Where is this? Oh, that's in Poland. They're very much important.
They look like hens ready to fight each other. Chickens.
So do we know what that was exactly?
I have no idea.
I
what
was
this
really
is about.
hoping this was in the U.S., but it's very much in Poland. You could see Warsaw in the background.
Yeah, right over here.
Yeah.
No, that's very, very, very Poland. And then we got something posted here by a Habibi.
Oh yeah.
And it is on Instagram.
Ooh.
And saying this is what Beyonce did to music.
Did the country music.
Did the country music.
Hold on, we need.
Don't be a bitch, son.
Beyonce making the switch to country music. Where did this come from?
Oh, you didn't hear a new song?
No, it's for
Texas Hold'em.
Why is she trying to target the country demographic? Or is she trying to, is this the psyop here is that she's trying to make a bunch of people like country music?
I have no idea what it is.
Because like
maybe she's trying to get some of the people who vote Republican who like country music over to the other side.
There's no.
Yeah, just like
Beyonce
Taylor
doesn't
Swift.
have.
Look,
Yeah,
you saw what Taylor Swift
Beyonce.
did, right?
All right, yeah, no.
So Taylor Swift was a country music singer.
Yes, I understand
and then
that.
She's now a pop singer.
So she's being the reverse Taylor Swift.
She's being a reverse Taylor Swift.
And as a result, you think.
And then she's going to switch it
Beyonce
back.
doesn't have nearly the same amount of influence that Taylor Swift has
anymore.
But at the height of her powers, she had.
I'm sorry.
Taylor Swift's peak eclipses Beyonce's peak.
No.
Yes.
And especially in the Black community.
I'm just talking about society at large.
No, not society at large. Dude, Beyonce, I'm sorry, but look, Beyonce was and is like a huge movement and cultural movement that
I know that. I'm saying
Taylor Swift only has white teenage dumb fuck.
Who are there more of?
Liberal women.
Who are there more of in the United States?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that it's not only the Black demographic that follows Beyonce.
I understand that.
There's a large white demographic that follows Beyonce.
But there are also a lot of dudes who like Taylor Swift as well.
Over Beyonce?
I don't know. I haven't done a survey of it yet, Jay.
Okay, look, just because you like Taylor Swift more than fucking Beyonce,
I don't listen to either of them, Jay.
Well, the way you're defending Taylor Swift will say otherwise.
Okay, just the way. All right, Beyonce has never launched to in Taylor Swift's defense. 2023. I don't think Beyonce could ever have a year like that. From having that Eras tour to basically like supercharging the American economy, despite the fact that it's still shit. Did she not like create what? How much fucking money did she make from that Eras tour?
No, yeah, she made a lot of money, of course.
Right.
And like her touring did really good for some of these states and everything. But I mean, we're talking
so I'm asking you, does Beyonce have that kind of impact? And the answer is no. She doesn't. I'm not trying to be like I'm not even a Taylor Swift simp. Okay. I have never listened to a single Taylor Swift song after the year 2013.
Beyonce's 9th concert tour still pulled in $600 million.
More?
No, $600 million. She
okay.
pulled in 600.
How much did the Eras tour pull in?
What is it called?
ERAS.
It made $1 billion.
Yes.
But we're talking about Beyonce's 9th tour. 600.
How many tours?
$600 million.
How many tours has Taylor Swift done? What number tours eras?
6.
Okay. So what are we even arguing now at this point?
That it's still not the same. Beyonce.
They obviously target different demographics, but why is Beyonce going for the country demographic? What is this country switch for?
Because she's going to bring more people into
That's
her
bullshit,
thing, and then
Jay.
she's
You know
gonna
that's-
switch again. That's what's going to happen. Watch what their next single is going to be. I bet you it's hip hop.
I'm done with you, Jay. We have surpassed 69 minutes on the stream.
We have, but before we go, there's one more that we have to go, and this is exactly what I'm going to be doing to Siraj later on tonight.
I'm very excited about this. Oh my God.
This is what you get for making shit fucking beer. Beer
Where is
stuff.
this? Which, what brewery? Was it just
It just said.
Oh, it's because a stream of IPA. It was a stream of P.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing to you. IP on Siraj.
Yeah.
IP on you tonight.
Anyways, Habibis, I think that'll do it for us tonight. It's been a light week because it's President's Day week. President and the Google Gemini shit. It's only gonna get worse from here.
Oh, dude, it's absolutely gonna get worse from here.
So make sure you go hit that like and follow button. And if you really if you think that Jay and I got something, go ahead, join our local community. Help support us. Help us do this shit full time because Jay and I have day jobs, except Jay doesn't have a job right now. Jay is basically an unemployed gay lib like myself.
Right.
Because there was a time in which I was.
You're an unemployed gay lib. Yes.
Yeah. Now I'm just an employed gay lib.
Exactly right.
So, anyways, Habibs, we appreciate you tuning in and supporting us. Go ahead and what you got? Anything? Are we going to try to do Helldiver soon?
Yes, we are.
As soon as I have the ability to play it.
Yes. We'll get on it,
but energy for it.
I do have some Habibis that we're gaming and playing on, so we'll see you guys on there. Hopefully sometime soon.
So Habibis, I've been Siraj Hashmi.
Habibi Mujahed Kobbe.
We'll see you next time. Habibi Power. Peace. Mess it up.